So thank you so much for everyone being here. So I want to start quickly with just allowing ourselves to arrive in this space. So we will do that by just closing our eyes, just taking a moment here, being present. Just bring your awareness to your breath. Nothing to do here. We're not changing anything. We're just noticing the rise and fall of our chest. Allowing our bodies and minds to arrive at this moment. Notice your breath. Does it feel shallow? Is it nice and deep? Are your shoulders up high? Are they tense? Allowing yourself to just release the tension in your shoulders, bringing them back down. Maybe doing some movements on your neck, rotating it. Allowing yourself to arrive at this moment. There's nothing else to do. For the next hour, you're just going to be here listening, being present, relaxing the muscles around the eyes, focusing on your breath. There's nothing to do here. Letting go of any thoughts, any worries. Just being present in your body. Now I invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Really deep, feeling your lungs expand and holding at the top. Just noticing that stillness as you hold your breath in. Feeling your lungs expand. And exhaling with a sigh. Wiggling out any tension that you may have. Moving your shoulders. Let's take another deep breath in through the nose. Holding at the top. And exhaling through the mouth. Noticing any shifts now happening. Notice yourself arriving, being more present. And taking that one last deep breath in through the nose. Holding at the top one more time. Holding that breath in. And allowing yourself to exhale with a sigh. Taking a few deep breaths in. Just noticing your breath. Not changing anything, not judging anything. Just bringing your awareness to your breath. Feeling yourself now arriving in the space, being present. Being ready to receive, perhaps learn something new today. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. Taking another deep breath in, just allowing yourself to arrive. Once again, thank you for spending the time in the morning, 1 hour of your morning here with me today as we talk about boundaries. Boundaries is a topic in the inner work journey that I have found to have been one of the biggest shifts in my life. mostly because as I was growing up, coming from a Latino background, um, we don't quite have boundaries sometimes at home. And so when we are older, we realize that we're kind of feeling a little exhausted of how people treat us, perhaps, or we just feel like we're in a people pleasing. Just want to make sure we feel accepted and make sure that we feel loved. And so, what happens when we do that is that we tend to neglect our space. We get to not be able to. Find a balance because we are constantly just doing whatever our boss tells us or what our family members need or what our friends need. And we end up kind of becoming lost in the sauce when it comes to taking care of our own personal needs. Or it might be completely different. We build these walls to ensure that no one is able to hurt us, and we do it as protection. But what happens when we have these walls around us is that just like we don't let anyone in, we oftentimes don't also are able to let anyone out. I want to make sure really quick that you can hear me. So if you guys can give me a thumbs up, I just realized I did not do the check. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yay, because we just did a whole meditation. You guys are still here, so good news. So yes, so then boundaries are sometimes, we understand the word boundary, just like intention, which we covered last month about intention. But how do we set these boundaries? And one of the things that we find very difficult when we try to set these boundaries is, well, that sounds rude. How am I going to tell someone, no, I can't? Especially say it's your family member and they need something from you. Maybe it's not something, obviously not an emergency, but just something like, hey, can you come and do this? And you're like, well, I have all of this. How do I say, no, I can't, I'm sorry, politely and still feel comfortable? So that's one of the things that we're going to learn throughout the month of February. I decided to do boundaries the month of February because it is a month of, love. We focus on love. But in this case, it's focusing on self-love. And I personally feel that the biggest expression of self-love that you can give yourself is knowing how to set healthy boundaries. It is a bubble, a space of protection. It is a line from where you are to where it meets the next person. So today we're going to use that space in a very gentle manner. We're going to start by just simply becoming aware of that bubble, becoming aware of where is my bubble, where is that space, how does it feel. A lot of times we don't even have had we haven't even had the chance to kind of meet that bubble within ourselves. Also, this week I did send a form. Well, it's a worksheet, and you will be getting worksheets throughout the meetup group. If you are part of the meetup group, if you found me on Eventbrite or Instagram, I will post a link to the meetup group. They kind of get a little bit more perks and discounts on some my events, and they get worksheets. So if you're not part of that group, go ahead and sign up to be part of that meetup group so you can get that as well. So the worksheet that I had for this month is 4 phases or 4 steps of how to start coming in and feeling into your boundaries. And so if you had a chance to do the worksheet, you might have noticed, oh, this feels a little awkward. I don't quite understand it, or I still need some help. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to me on Meetup and I can help kind of go through the worksheet with you. We're not going to be going through the worksheet today, but I did want to have that as an access for you. And I could post, let me go ahead and just, I will post at the end of the class that worksheet if you haven't received it, to make sure that you have it. So yes, so does anyone have any questions at this moment? If you'd like to raise your hand on the worksheet. If not, we are going to jump into the meditation. Okay. All right, wonderful. Teresa, go ahead and we'll start with you, and then Tracy, you'll be next. Let me see if you're unmuted. Can I? I cannot hear you. Let me see if I can find you here. Let me unmute you. See, ask to unmute. Okay. If you're.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, I can hear
Thanks
you
so
now.
much for okay, thanks so much for putting this together for all of us. It's really awesome, that we get to put some time with self healing and self care for ourselves. And I put it in the chat as far as my question. So
Okay. Yes, I will go ahead and include the link definitely there at the end, and that way you'll be able to have it. As well as I do stay a few moments at the end to ensure that I answer any questions. So if for whatever reason you have some questions but you don't want to ask at the moment, then I'll be at the end. You can hang out at the end and we can I'll answer those questions for you. Thank you. And then Tracy, I will go ahead and add you here. Hi,
Yes.
Tracy.
Hi. Yeah, I have a thank you for this meeting. And I have a question. I was trying to download the you told us to download something before we came into the meeting or copy and paste it, and I couldn't do that for some reason. So can you
Okay.
put it in chat?
Yes, I will go ahead and put that in chat at the end of the meeting to make sure that you guys all have the worksheet. Thank you so much for letting me know. And thank
Thank
you
you.
you're welcome. And thank you all for being here. This is my way of giving back to the community, to be able to hold space and share these beautiful topics. And so we will be doing this all year long. March, I'm jumping ahead. So we're supposed to go to a meeting, but I get so excited. So we're just going to jump ahead a little bit. So March is, St. Patrick's Day, and so we're going to be working on gratitude and abundance for that. So, oh, thank you so much, Jamie. I see that you have put it on there, I believe. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. So, I look forward to touching different topics throughout the year and us all building a community. And so, thank you once again. All right, let's go ahead and start with our meditation. So I invite you once again to get comfortable. If it makes you feel comfortable turning off your camera, you can do that. If not, I love seeing your beautiful faces. And just get settled in one more time. We are going to find our energy bubble. And so, the way that we do that is we're going to use visualization. If through the visualization you start noticing that perhaps you can't quite visualize this bubble, it is absolutely okay. Some of us simply can't at all see have that visualization, but we can sense it. So if you find a hard time visualizing it, see if you can feel it in your body. And then if you notice that your mind starts wandering off and you can't quite stick with the meditation, that is absolutely normal as well, especially if this is the first time you're starting to meditate. What I advise to do is that when you start noticing your mind's kind of going everywhere, like, oh my God, I forgot I had to do this, bring your attention back to your breath, just like we did in the opening. Just notice your breath, notice the rise and fall of your breath, and that helps you automatically come back into your body. So that's just a few little tips before we start. Okay, let's now get nice and cozy. I invite you to close your eyes. And once again, bring your attention to your breath right at your heart center in the middle of your chest. Noticing the rise and fall, allowing yourself to arrive once more into this space. Feel yourself supported. Feel the ground beneath you supporting you. You are here. You are safe. If it helps, you may place one hand on your heart, just breathing slowly, watching the natural rhythm of your breath, allowing yourself to relax with each exhale, releasing any tension that you may have in your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, relaxing your arms, your upper back, middle back, lower back, just feeling relaxed and safe now. Relaxing your hips, your legs, your feet, just feeling the weight beneath you, supporting you. And as you simply sink in into your breath, I wonder if you can visualize a beautiful white light emanating from your heart space. Spending a moment here, just imagining a white light in the center of your chest, or perhaps feeling maybe a warmth surrounding your chest. This is where your energetic perimeter of boundary and self-love begins. This belongs to you. This is your space. This is your self-love at this moment. Now taking a deep breath in here, feeling your chest expand, and exhale. Noticing your heart vibrating and thriving, glowing. I wonder if you can slowly start visualizing this warmth, this light, starting to expand from your chest, out, surrounding your body, like a luminous skin, just covering your entire body. Feeling the subtle energy surrounding you, that beautiful glow surrounding your entire body. What does it feel like? Does it feel warm? Does it feel sparkly? Does it have a color? Do you feel safe in this space? Do you feel love? Now I wonder if you can expand it a little further out, imagining it like a beautiful bubble surrounding you completely. A beautiful bubble of light all around you. Feel it in your skin. Feel it in your body. Do you notice any tension? Maybe a little uncomfortableness? If you do, that's absolutely normal. We're only being aware of it. We're not judging it. We're not saying anything negative. We're just simply observing, what does our body feel like once we connect to it? What does this bubble feel like? We're just sensing, not thinking, just sensing. Connecting to our breath, connecting to our body, connecting to our emotions, just sitting here, connecting. Can you feel that soft light emanating all around you? Notice how far out this bubble goes. Is it close to your skin? Does it fill the whole room? There are no wrong answers here. We're just noticing. And as we notice the size of our bubble, imagine this as a perimeter. It has texture, maybe color. Maybe it's not white at all. Maybe it's a golden shield. Maybe it's a soft mist. Or maybe it's strong like a brick wall. Whatever it may be, just notice. Taking a moment here to just connect with that bubble. Visualizing this boundary not as a wall, but maybe as a window, as a gate, or simply just a nice little bubble. Taking a moment here to ask yourself, what does this perimeter need to keep out today? Maybe it needs to keep out stress, criticism, other people's urgency. Visualize these things just bouncing off of your shield gently. They cannot touch you here. This is your boundary. What does this perimeter need to let in? Maybe more self-love, more positive thoughts. Maybe you need to let in peace, rest, kindness to yourself. Visualize those things passing easily through your boundaries. These are the things we let into our space. That peace, that love, that gentleness, that kindness. Nourishing the light in your chest. Feeling the safety of this space. You are the gatekeeper of your bubble. You get to decide, because you deserve to decide, what enters and what leaves. You are safe here. And know that yes, you do deserve your peace, your rest, your moments alone with yourself to enjoy the things that you love. Continue to feel this bubble, being present with yourself, knowing that you decide what comes in and what comes out. Knowing that now you have this bubble that will protect you, that will nourish you. This is your peace bubble, your energetic perimeter of safety. And now let's take 3 more deep, nourishing breaths, feeling the strength of your own edge. Breathing in through the nose deeply, exhaling through the mouth slowly and gently. Another deep breath in, deeply, and exhaling. And taking one last deep breath in, and exhaling. Slowly start wiggling your fingers and toes, bringing your awareness back into the room. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. Welcome back. Take a moment to stretch if you need to. This is a great time for you to grab your journal, or maybe just a piece of paper or your phone, open up notes, and just take a moment here. We're going to give about 5 minutes to just write down what came up for you. Did you feel maybe some resistance? Did you feel some emotions come up? Was it super easy to make that bubble around you? Just take a moment to write it down. If you're not big on journaling, you can also just write bullet points. Maybe write down a word you felt or a feeling you felt. If you feel called to, you can put that word or feeling in the chat. And I do have a prompt for you.